Hello everyone, welcome back to Tranquil Waters by Stevie. We are playing Farming Simulator 22. Kind of an impromptu episode, which kind of frightens me because it's the impromptu episodes where I really don't have a lot of plans. Things can go sideways in a big hurry, which might be a little more entertaining actually to watch, but for me, it just makes me nervous. But anyways, happy weekend, happy Veterans Day. Just let me say my hat goes off to all the veterans out there. Thank you so much for your service. Thank you is not enough, but that's what I have to offer, at least for now. So thank you so much. I believe in Canada even, is it Memorial Weekend or something like that? I've seen some poppies popping up. Was watching the Maple Leafs game the other night, and I saw some poppies on the lapels of the coaches. So I am gonna guess there's Memorial. Is it Memorial? I believe. Sorry, 10 Man. I should have researched that a little bit more, but I'm sure you'll let me know and let the rest of us know in the comments what's going on in Canada this weekend with that. If I remember correctly, I do remember as a child. Let me just get going here. I'm going to empty out this fertilizer. That was a convenient place to do it, wasn't it? I do remember as a young lad, Queen Elizabeth Elementary School. Wow, that just came to me. But anyways, Queen Elizabeth, what a unique name, right, for a Canadian elementary school. Whoa, Brad, you got the quick run going here, buddy. Let's tone that down. Queen Elizabeth Elementary School. I remember wearing poppies to class on occasion, and it was quite a big deal. In fact, I think one year we made our own or something like that. We did something with, this was like second. Whoa, what was that? Did you guys see that? It looked like something poured out of the bottom of it right there. Maybe it was just an optical illusion. But, yeah, I remember making them. I forget what we did, but taking little safety pins so you could put them on your shirt and wearing them and stuff. And it's kind of cool. So, what are we doing here? Why am I unloading this truck? We're going to go grab some lime. And we're going to do some liming. I think that wouldn't be too bad of an idea. We're going to start our field prep. We are going to get hops planted this month. That's actually the only planting we're going to be doing this month. The rest, we can just get our fields prepped up. I am looking forward to buying another field. We are almost there. Should we fill this with... Yeah, we'll fill it. I am looking forward to buying another field. We're going to buy at least one of the two remaining large fields that are here on the east side of the map, on this side of the river. We really don't have to be in too big of a hurry to do that, just because there's not much we can do with them until the spring. One of the fields is fallow. See, you like that, Farmer Joe? I'm starting to learn, man. One of the fields is fallow. The other one has poppies. So, I believe this field 10 has poppies. This is fallow. And, yeah, poppies, nada. So we're going to, what is this right here? Woodland Nook Sales. Is that for forestry? I don't think I've ever... Oh, no, I don't think it is forestry. I think this is just another sales point. Oh, I like that. That fountain reminds me... Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh, no, it wasn't what I thought it was. For some reason, I thought that might have been a little toy for us. I got to start paying more attention to the collectibles. They're around. Oh. What are you? That fountain reminds me of when I bought my first house. I was super into, got super into. You know, it's your first house. You're all excited and geeked about it. And, and, you know, decorating and all this stuff. And my wife and I, at the time, we started going to town on that, and we bought a fountain for our dining room, an indoor fountain. And I have to tell you, at first I thought, this is ridiculous, but I have to tell you, it was the most relaxing, wonderful thing I've ever had in a house. It was absolutely fantastic. It was just fantastic. And I miss it. I do miss it. Ended up selling the house. I think the fountain actually went with the house. I'm not really sure. It wasn't a large fountain. It was just a smallish fountain in the corner. But boy, was it so, the sound was just so relaxing. And it was a bit of a, you got to take care of them because the water, of course, gets a little bit gnarly. Let me make sure I have turned off by fertilizer. Okay, good. The water can get a little gnarly, but it sure was nice. We're not really adding a ton of pH here, are we? I don't really know how much. I don't know if that's a waste or not. You know, if I'm being honest with you, I kind of feel like I know it bumps the pH value up, but does it actually do anything for the yield? If it's that close? Do any of you know? Because if we look at this, it's not considerably different, right? So will the yield be better here than here? I seem to remember... Whoa, I got a little key happy there, didn't I? I seem to remember... actually, you know what? Sorry, guys. Don't mean to make you sick with the flopping around here. I seem to remember that lime is a 3-season gizmo with precision farming. And you should be, or 3 crop, you should be able to, I think, go 3 crops in between. Maybe that depends on what the crop is. I don't know if one's harder on it than the others. I know corn, I believe I remember corn is a little harsher on, is it nitrogen that corn really sucks up? But it seems like everything sucks up nitrogen. I think I have to fertilize after every planting. I don't think it matters what I plant. It seems to me like you have to... I don't know if that's going to work so good. Oh, that was working. Scooch a couple of these over here. I don't know how much this is really going to take, but we might as well fill it. But yeah, I loved doing decorating. Kind of fell in love with the whole thing. It was an old house. It was a turn of the century. I think it was like a, I think we tracked it back to 1902 or 1903. It was an old farmhouse, a small farmhouse. It might not have been the main farmhouse, in fact. And it was on a really huge... Now, this is kind of bizarre. And this kind of freaked me out. And it was absolutely happenstance. But the city I lived in had a... You know how some smaller towns, maybe even large towns, have their own little... I don't know what you would call them even, but kind of a welcoming center. But this town had a little history museum as well. It was a small little thing. And there's a lady there that, probably in her late 70s, she'd lived there since birth, and she had really collected a lot of information about the town. Let's see if I can get us to where we need to be. Man, I want to plant some carrots eventually. We need hops. So we went and visited her one day and found out a little bit about the land that we own. Now, by the time we bought the house, it was in a neighborhood. There was no farming. There was nothing around. It was in a neighborhood, fully developed. But get this, come to find out that it used to be a massive potato farm, and the original owners of that had the same last name as mine. Yeah, kind of freaky. I'm almost positive no relation because I'm not originally from West Michigan, but that kind of was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, it was an old fieldstone house. We had a lot of fun going over that thing. Of course, the biggest challenge with an old house like that oftentimes is the level, how much it's out of level, I should say. And having to decide how you're going to make things look level when they're so far out of level. I learned how to use leveling, what's it called? Leveling cement or leveling, I think it's called leveling cement. I learned how to use that pretty quickly. And I learned how to deal with plaster walls. Lath and plaster is a pain in the butt. But I did get to become pretty proficient with dealing with plaster walls. Old knob and tube electrical originally. We ended up getting rid of it, but it was still in excellent condition. There was still the original gas piping from when the house was first built. That was still in the walls, not being used, but still there. There was the original coal chute in the basement. What am I doing? So yeah, I love old houses. But boy, new construction has got to be nice. I've never had new construction. Never owned a brand new house. I've owned a brand new car. Never owned a brand new house. It's got to have its benefits, but I've heard it also has its downsides too. So I don't know. Let's get planting these hops in the ground. We need to mulch our cotton field over there. Oh, come on, Brad. This field, our soybean field, I don't think we need to mulch this, do we? I mean, I guess we could. I guess we could. All right, let's tee up this thing here. What are we doing? Let's get you going for fun here. And I think we're talking 90. And scooch this over. Yeah, I definitely want to pick up. I do want to pick up another field. But like I said, we really don't have to be in a super hurry about it. However, I was looking at our compost, and we've got easy $500,000 worth of compost sitting, waiting to be sold. And that's at October prices, and it's only going to go up from there. So we're going to be in pretty good shape, I think, for money. As far as money goes, we should be able to afford at least one of those large fields. At least it'd be nice just to get this whole east side of the map. Get over there, Brad. It'd be nice to get this whole east side of the map bought up and done. I'm gonna do a couple headlands here. So if we decide to get a hired helper going. And I was looking at our greenhouses. We've got those 2 greenhouses over there. They are in no hurry to produce. They are slow growing greenhouses. I should probably double check on them. I think they have what they need. I was just looking at the production on them, and they're pretty slow. But they're producing enough strawberries for our brewery, which I guess is something. Should probably take another look at those and see if... I don't think... In fact, let's just take a quick peek. I don't think you can do carrots in those, can you? Oh, you can. You know, we need carrot. I think we don't need melon for anything or pumpkin for anything, I don't think. But we do need carrot, I thought, for our pig food. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I should switch that over. It doesn't make any sense to... Interesting. Okay. Well, let's do that then. I don't know what I'm doing. Where are you, mister? Let's stop the pumpkin. I mean, that's like... How many months have we been playing? I mean, we've gone at least a year, right? And this is the sole... There's just not much going on with these things. I don't know if they would even be worth... Let's turn off melon. Let's fire up carrots. For, should we forward? Or distribute, I mean? That should distribute them, because obviously it's distributing our strawberries. Red cabbage is storing. Maybe I should just set... Man, maybe I should just set it to sell the... I don't know. But anyways, carrot distributing should distribute to our pig food. So we should start seeing carrot here. Does our other pig food silo need carrot? I don't think it does. No. Okay. All right. Well, let's see how that goes. How much does it cost to bump this up if we want to upgrade? You know, that's not bad. 22,000? I'm going to say yes to that. We're going to get crazy. We're going to upgrade both of our greenhouses. Water, compost, and manure. Well, we can definitely handle the manure now, the compost easily, and the water easily, so I think we're in good shape there. How much for the next upgrade? 24,000? Let's see how this does, and hopefully it'll distribute the carrot properly. Not that that's going to kick off a great deal of pig food production straight away, but it is a product we need for our pig food, and instead of waiting for us to plant and harvest them, let's let the greenhouse get going. We can always put down more greenhouses. We can always throw some Omatana open air gardens up in this place. But I've been a little less in a hurry to add all that stuff on this map than we were on Hinterland. Hinterland, I just wanted to add everything. In fact, if you remember, we reached our maximum production allowance on that map. I think I had to turn on that increased production count eventually because we had so many production facilities. That map we had a lot of fun on that map. I think that was probably, I think that has been my favorite map so far that we've done, would be Hinterland. I'd say that one took me out of my comfort zone the most, and definitely had a really, really good time on Hinterland, no doubt. So our limer is good to go. Should we lime these two fields? I just don't know. I just don't know. Nitrogen pH. Maybe it helps a little bit with your the score here, maybe. I just don't know. I don't know if it's worth doing or not. I guess we could, since we can start them off with a full allotment of lime, so to speak, and get them up to snuff. I guess we might as well. That way we know where we're starting, our launch point here. We haven't planted anything on these fields. We bought them already planted, so it'll be breaking some ground for us a little bit. Let's go hit the cotton field first. I don't think there's any problems with liming. Excuse me, liming before mulching. I don't think it really matters when you throw down the lime all that much. Stop right there, my friend. We are going to turn on buying lime. Excuse me. Because we're going to run out pretty quick here, I think. Let's create a job. And I would say we can do a couple headlands, maybe. Smooth, clockwise 15. Let's generate that. I don't even know if we'd really have to do headlands on this field. We could probably get away with up and down Z, but who knows. First, and you go, Tiger. Do I have our... Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it. Is it making any really? Is it making much of a difference? I'm not so sure that it really is. I don't think it's putting down very much lime, if it is doing much at all. It's adding some. Alright, we'll let her go. We've got money to burn. Not so sure about that, but hey, what are you gonna do? Next, I was thinking that, hello, I was thinking that the premium pack, whoa, jackknife action. I was thinking that the premium pack was not due for a couple more weeks. Here I am, way off. Premium pack coming out, what is it, this coming Tuesday, the 14th. Wow, it's here already. That time flew. I did pick up, I don't know if any of you picked up, the Case IH Farm Mall Anniversary Pack. I thought it's 2 tractors, and I thought really I didn't think I would think much about the C-Series, but I gotta tell you, that little C-Series tractor, I like that tractor a lot. I like the way it looks. I want to find a use for it. It's just so often I don't find a lot of use for lower horsepower tractors. I just don't think I play the right maps for them to really to take advantage of those 100 horsepower tractors. But I really like that little thing. What do you all think about the price? I think it was $2 on Steam, I think. Of course, straight away, the comments started coming out, you know. I don't think it's worth $2. I don't know. I guess I just have a different, to each their own. And I get it. I get it. For I have to remember that there are that there are a lot of um, younger people that play this game that don't have jobs. They're in school, and if they want to buy DLC for a game, they have to go to mom and dad. And my kids still do the same thing, and they're in stinking high school. Their lazy butts need to get out and get a job, but they still come to dad for the for the skin packs and everything else. And so maybe that's where some of these comments come from. But when I hear a comment that's like, I don't know if it's worth $2, I don't get that at all, that comment. I get it if you say, I don't want to spend $2 on it. Hey, 100% you're right. If you don't want to, don't. But I don't get the, I don't think it's worth $2. Are you kidding me? Are you honestly kidding me? It's not worth $2. I don't know. I don't get it. Sorry. I hope I'm not irritating any of you or teeing off anybody, but that's crazy to me. That's just crazy talk. That's absolute crazy talk. That's a candy bar, man. It's a giant-sized stinking candy bar. I don't even know. I think the giant-sized candy bars are more than $2. Do people think that giants? Do they think that they just go up to a Xerox machine? They drive a tractor onto a giant Xerox machine? Oh, here comes rant time. See, this is what happens when I have unplanned episodes. That's when the rant comes out. It's been a while since I've had a good one, right? But do people think that Giants just says, hey, let's get this giant, get this giant Xerox machine, and we'll just drive the tractor right up on it, and we'll scan the tractor, and we're done. It's like 10 minutes worth of work, and we can charge people $2. Come on, man. Really? $2. In fact, I think it was $1.50. I saw today it was $1.50 on Giant's site if you wanted to get it not off of Steam, but from Giants. $1.50. And I swear to you, I kid you not. Now, it wasn't the majority, thank goodness for that. But I kid you not, I saw several comments. I don't really know if it's worth it. Wow. I guess I just have a very different concept of value in my brain. And it has nothing to do with it doesn't irritate me if people don't want it. If you don't want it or if you don't like it, then fine, don't buy it. Nobody's holding you to the fire. Just don't do it. That's cool. But don't be ignorant. Don't say stupid stuff like that. Don't say, well, I don't know if it's worth it. That's kooky talk. There's a lot of work that goes into this stuff. Now, I'm assuming, I don't know, but you look at a you look at this thing. This is my little guy. I really like this tractor a lot. I don't know. There's something about this design, just the looks of it. I really like this thing. And maybe, tires are already there. Maybe Giants doesn't have to completely do a tire from scratch. And maybe there are some assets here that Giants can reuse. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I also know that there are a ton of things on this little gizmo that they had to put hours into. And this thing, Look how nice that is. Look how beautiful of a job they've done on this. All these little parts have to be done individually. This is not, you don't, this isn't that goofy AI garbage that's out there right now. This is people sitting down at a computer with skill, getting it done. Getting out in the field and scanning tractors and getting it done. Look at that. Look at the detail there in the engine. Yeah, you're right. Silly me. How could that not be worth $2? I must be crazy. What am I doing? Oh, is fertilizer gone? Yeah, fertilizer out. Alright, let's go grab some fertilizer. Brad, what are you doing, buddy? You got something weird going on with the foot pedals there. So maybe that's the extent of my rant. I don't know. I don't know. It just bugs me. It bugs me. I think to myself, I don't know. Maybe I should just stop. But there you go. It's I think some people might have been not happy that it was it not part of the, let's grab some seeds if we can. Was it not part of the season pass too? Was that another thing that really got people? I don't know if I heard that as a complaint as much. But there's a complaint every stinking time. There's going to be a complaint when the premium pack comes out. Oh, you know, just some people are just incapable of just having a good day, and they want to take other people with them. And I'm about to have a bad day because this stinking fertilizer filling nonsense here for the front and back or double tank gizmo. You all know how I feel about that too. I've been down that road a few times with y'all. You know how Brad feels about that. That would be, please Giants fix that. Please let us be able to choose what tank we want to fill. I just feel, and there's another, and I've mentioned this before too, there's another level, in my opinion, and again, this is all just my opinion, but there's a level of support too that I always feel is there. And I feel like if I can throw Giants $2, all right, for 2 tractors, 99 cents a tractor, plus you get a front loader tool. I don't know what it's called. What is that called? Is there a name for that thing? Anyways, 3 pieces, 2 tractors and the front loader deal, gizmo. We'll call it the front loader gizmo. But if I can support Giants with $2, I'm gonna do it. And I got something out of it. And it just keeps the development going. Keep the development going, you know? It's a game, if it was a game I played 10 or 15 hours, you know, when it comes out, and then I'm like, okay, I got my fill, I'll wait till the next version. You know, maybe that's one thing, but this is a game I think a lot of us play, if not on the regular, at least off and on regularly. Is that even a thing? Off and on regularly? You know, for years. You know, we'll play Farming Simulator 22 until the next version comes out. And I feel like if my $2 goes towards you know, keeping the development going, I'm more than happy to do that. A buddy of mine used to base his money that he spent on Steam on per hour. $1 an hour was his litmus test. So if he bought a $50 game, he wanted to get 50 hours out of it. That was his deal. And I don't know how really well that works out in the end, but I think it's not that bad of a way of thinking about it. Pretty cheap entertainment, you know. And I don't have money to just throw around, but I'm pretty sure I can come up with $2. But it's not even the money. It's just the you know, the ridiculousness of the statement that got to me. Ooh. It's getting it. I gotta throw that front weight back on our John Deere here. I don't know where I left that front weight. I'm gonna find that thing. But yeah, I read your TBG left a comment about my missing header, and he was telling me about a video he saw from Midwest. Is it Midwest Towing and Wrecking or something like that? With, is it Ron Platt or Ron Pratt? I've watched his channel. I've watched a lot of videos from him. I don't regularly watch it, but I like his content. I really do. And he seems like, just based on what you see on his videos, he seems like a really solid person. You know, somebody who is going to take care of you the right way. You know, earns his money, works hard. He's got a beautiful, I think he has more than one now, but he's got that beautiful equipment. He's got that, what's that truck? Oh man, I always forget what they're called. But they have the big old crane on them and whatnot. But yeah, I got to start watching that channel again. It's been a while since I've checked him out. It's kind of fun to see how these guys, at least how he does some of these recoveries. And it's actually really funny when you see how people get into some of these predicaments they get into too. I think I get kind of a kick out of that almost as much. Some of these truck drivers that it's kind of scary because you see some of these, there's some really good truck drivers out there, but there's some not so good truck drivers out there. Like you get with any profession, right? You get the good and the bad. But there are some truck drivers out there that, what do we have here? Oh, digestate and slurry. Now see, I don't understand. That used to be, it used to be when you got those notices, the great demand notices. I don't like the way they do it anymore. It just says great demand at digestate and slurry sell point. They used to give more information than that. I don't know why. I'm trying to think of where is. I mean, we do have digestate and slurry we can sell. Not that we're going to get rich from it, so we're probably not going to worry about it. If I can ever find it. That's my other problem, is tracking down these stinking things half the time on the list. Oh, wait, Brad, you can just hit D and it'll take you right to the digestate. Oh, no, won't do that. Oh, wait, up here, sort alphabetically. Oh, no, that's not available either. Well, maybe sort by, oh, no, sort by quantity? No. Sort by how much is in storage? No, that's not there either. Do you sense the yeah. Like I said, it's getting late. It's an impromptu. Things are gonna go sideways. See, I can't find it. I don't know what I'm doing now. What was I looking for? Digestate and slurry. There's slurry. Is that the great demand right there? That little gizmo? Is that what? Digestate and slurry sell point. Actually, that's not a bad price. We've got 75,000 liters of slurry. And I know we have digestate too. And we just finished our field. Should we? I think we should think about it. Where's our... Oh, he's still working? You're still working, buddy? Good, 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 good. Let's find our truck. Drop him off. I think we left our tanker. Oh, no. Thought we left it over by the cows, but evidently not. Let's just go. Let's do it. We're not going to use it for really anything else, right? I'm not going to spread it on the fields. Whoa, that would be crazy talk, wouldn't it? Thank you very much. It is empty, so we can head straight over. I honestly don't think I've ever, in FS22, I don't think I've ever taken advantage of any of these great demands. So this will be a first. Let's grab, it was for digestate and slurry. Digestate, hopefully slurry as well. Yep, 1213. Yeah, let's do the slurry. Let's do the slurry. I don't know how much this thing holds. So digestate and slurry sell point, I think is over there. Yeah, okay. 60,000 liters. Again, nothing to get rich off of, but at the same time, it's also slurry that we're just not gonna really use. I don't have any. I think if you're going to do, at least in my experience, unless you're on a really small map or a map with very small fields, it's been my experience that it's just not worth doing the slurry and manure spreading unless you have a lot of cows producing a lot of it. At least that's been my experience. Ooh, just about took that sign out. We are rushing Kmart. Attention Kmart shoppers, blue light special at the digestate and slurry sell point. Today we'll be putting our digestate and slurry on sale for you for those home and family needs. If you feel like you have a need for slurry by the gallon, please stop by the blue light. You'll see it flashing in aisle 7. And if you have any questions, definitely feel free to stop at our customer service desk, where Sally will be happy to help. Have a Kmart day. It's a nice looking case right there. I hope somebody comes out with that latest. Oh, Brad. Oh, okay. I thought I pulled into the wrong place. I'm kind of hoping somebody comes out with a good mod of that newest case quad track. I think that thing looks pretty sweet. Bring in the money. Show me the money. Well, it definitely is going to pay for 70, almost 73 grand. Oh, plus the 57 bonus. That's almost $80,000. Am I on super easy mode? I feel like money is. I feel like we're able to come by money very easily. I think we need to play. I think we need to get to the hard stuff pretty soon. I really do. I think we're gonna. I think the next map we are gonna have to just start right off the bat. Either in serious debt. That might be the way to do it too. And I know we've talked about it a bit in the comments about how best to set it up, and I do want to use Courseplay. I don't, it's just difficult when you're doing videos. I just don't have the time to manually, I mean, I know it sounds kind of pathetic maybe, but I just don't have the time to manually do all this work, a lot of this work on my own, that I want to keep the videos moving ahead. So I really rely on either the AI helpers or Courseplay. But someone made a good point, I don't know, TBG, 10 Man, somebody has made a good point that I think you can adjust Courseplay fees, worker fees, and maybe we can jack up the Courseplay helper fees pretty high so it makes it a little more uncomfortable to use Courseplay hired help. Much more slurry. I'll take 80,000 on a day for a tank. Oh, bummer. Bummer. Wait a minute. Wait. We've got digest state, but I know it doesn't sell for as much. But we've got digest state. That's a tank full of digest state right there we could get rid of. And we're not going to do anything with that. Where is that at? That's at the silage production. Okay, what can I what can we do with this slurry? I don't think I can do anything with this slurry. I may have to do the old, can we put this slurry anywhere? I don't think we can. Do we have slurry storage on this? I thought we had a slurry storage somewhere, maybe not. Oh, right there. I think that's slurry storage, I think. Yeah, okay, cool. I think that's all that is. It's just storage, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go grab this digest aid. We can at least get a full tank. Compost. I think it's in silage, maybe here. I don't think we're going to get as much money from this gizmo, but you know what? It gets me a little more time behind the wheel of the old cab over. I was watching this dude, came up in my suggested feed on YouTube. Still love that suggested feed. Some of the wacky, oh my gosh, it's crazy town. I want to see if we can store digestate here. We can, okay. So this guy found or went out and bought an old, and I don't know if you're familiar with this. I love it's one of my, it probably is my favorite cab over. He bought an old Kenworth K100 Aerodyne, 1987, I think he said it was. Oh my goodness! And he's gonna redo it from the ground up. I'm actually going to follow his channel as he documents it. It's recent, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But if you're not familiar with the K100 Aerodyne, they are sweet looking rides. And it was the classic blue and silver, think of Detroit Lions, I guess. Yeah, whatever, buddy. I think that guy gave me the bird. Probably deserved it. I kind of pulled out. I love the way people stop. I can just, if I get just a little close to this double yellow, they panic. But yeah, just a beautiful cab over truck. Absolutely gorgeous. And then I saw another one where a guy had fully restored one. Just there's nothing like it. There's just nothing like it. How good those things look. I mean, if I was a truck driver, I don't think that would be my choice necessarily, because they're certainly not as comfortable, and they can't be anywhere near as safe. I mean, you are right there. And that's what I was curious about, too. I wanted to look into, because obviously in Europe, they still pretty much use cab overs, but they've got to have a lot more safety features built into theirs, I would hope. All right. Let's see what kind of cash we get for this. I don't think it'll be quite the 80 plus we got for our slurry. Actually, what do we have here? No, closer to about 50. So not chump change. Certainly no chump change. Yeah, cows like it. Oh, and there was something else I wanted to show you. In fact, we're getting a little long in the tooth here, but I wanted to show you guys this. I thought this was interesting. Let's see if I can. I think it's right down this road, I think. I was doing a little investigatory work. Yeah, see, we should be right. Yeah, we're right there. I think it's right. Yep. Okay. That's where we want to go. And blinker for safety. Oh, I like that. It's got that high blinker too. That's pretty cool. So, just for fun, I was messing around here on some of these different productions, because we haven't really spent basically any time on any of these other productions yet. I mean, I feel like we've been on this map going on what? This is episode 60 maybe? And we still haven't tapped into so much on this map. But I was taking a look at this oil production. And it's not something that we have to buy. These gates do not auto-open. So let's just say we pull in here. And let's say I learn how to drive. Oh, I made it. Yeah, very nice, very nice. And we're just going to pull up yonder here. Now let's pay attention to... I hope I get this right. You know what? I should probably turn you off, just wasting gas. You should be done. You are done. Pardon my interruption as I... Smart cars crack me up. I honestly don't think we need to do... I just don't know how much this is helping, but... Let me know let me know in the comments if you guys think that I'm just wasting money and time throwing this lime down in these two fields. I'd like to get your opinion. To me, they look like they'd be fine. I mean, we are making a difference doing it, but is it worth it? I honestly don't know. Let's create a job and do this and generate and that. And get rid of you, please. And in fact, I think real quick here, I don't think it's putting down very much line. Yeah, that looks like a fairly light application. And this is a whole other deal too that I would love to learn more about. But you can fine tune a lot of this stuff too and do manual adjustments on the application rates. And it seems like every time I have tried to do that, it really either hasn't done much, made much of a difference. It just doesn't seem like I've done really any good at all. And I don't know if you can adjust the application rate on lime or not. It doesn't look like it. Maybe it was on fertilizer. Let's see, open, close, on, let's see. I remember being able to, I don't know if you can do it online. Oh, right here, change nitrogen reference value. Wait, that's nitrogen. Why, we're not doing nitrogen. We're doing pH. But yeah, change nitrogen reference value. I don't know why that's available with lime. But an application rate. Deactivate automatic application rate. I've messed with this before and I can't ever seem to really figure out what all that does. Maybe if any of you have any thoughts on that, I'd love to hear them. So if we go here, get back to our truck here, and we are buying oil. Now pay attention to how much a tankful of oil costs us. So we just spent, let's say $39,000. $39,000 on crude oil. This is just regular crude oil. And then, if I remember right, we're going to take a little trip to this side of the map. Let's check on our friend here real quick, because I kind of want to make sure he's doing all right. Well, if he runs out, he runs out. We are getting a little long in the tooth. I hope you all don't mind a bit of a longer episode. I was thinking this was going to be like a 20-minute job, you know, like, oh, I'll just throw something out. I should probably mark where we're supposed to go, because I'll probably miss it. But basically the idea here is we're going to turn around and sell this, and I think we're going to make a tidy profit. Now, I don't want to make a habit of this because I always feel like it's a pretty cheaty thing. I'm just not a big fan of that. Biomass. I have to remember where. I guess I could look it up. Oh, biodiesel refinery. That's where we want to go. Let me tag it. Let me tag it just so I, you know, don't do what I usually do, which is get lost. I'm probably going to have to end the episode just because I feel like my voice is about ready to go to bed early. I really like the way that rig looks right there, though. I need to do a better job of keeping her washed up and shiny and clean. Every time I see one of these trucks, not so much the semi, but these really shiny stainless tankers. Maybe not every time, but oftentimes it reminds me of. Isn't it the weirdest things? What things we remember, but there was an episode of Chips. Yeah, Chips. John and Poncherella. Was it John and... Right? John was his last name Ponch? Anyway, it doesn't matter. And there was this one episode where they were trying to figure out why this accident happened. And it was because of the sun flaring off of this truck. I don't think it was a liquid tanker truck. I think the guy was hauling glass panels. But I remember how fascinating it was because they were like, but John, I just don't understand how this lady drove off the road or did this or that. And finally, I don't think I remember even how they solved it, but I think one of them almost died for the same reasons with this truck, and they were like, oh, that's what happened. That was a horrible story. All right, so we spent $39,000. Clearly, we're going to make money here, and we just made 115 roughly plus 9. We'll say in the ballpark of 123, 124. So minus the 40 we spent, that almost cleared what? Minus the 40, just to round it off. We'll say that netted us about 60 grand, 70 grand, $70,000. So if you want to make money very easily, just invest in about 10 of these tankers, use the follow me mod, and go to town. Knock yourself out. You will have all the money you want. It doesn't get much easier than that, right? It really doesn't get much easier than that. Like I said, I'm just not super into doing that on the regular. But it was just something I noticed when I was messing around with offline. And I also, we haven't used any anhydrous on this map yet. We can certainly do that. I think, in fact, where we just sold that oil, I think that refinery, I think one of the byproducts is anhydrous. But from a game perspective, it doesn't do anything different than fertilizer. So unless you want to do it because, you know, maybe it's a realism thing, or maybe it's just a change it up thing. I think there is, maybe I'm wrong, but I think there are maps that treat anhydrous a little differently, though, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that, but I thought there were maps out there that have it built in a little bit where it does affect the application is different than fertilizer, maybe? Nobody, we won't even wash the tank out. We'll just throw milk in it on top of that motor oil, that crude oil. That should be interesting for somebody. Let's check on our dude. Very, very empty. And we're done here with our planting. Let's take just a quick peek here. We're gonna wrap it up. I need to wrap this up, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to get it out on time. But if we look at our field we just did here, nitrogen looks great. I guess pH is good on there. We've got a 92. Our one thing that's preventing us from getting up into the 100 is our weed control. And I think weeds are, oh, we do need to roll. Okay. Oh, it does say we can use a weeder now, though. Okay. Alright. That's interesting. I don't think it said that earlier. Let's do a quick test. We just happen to have our weeder right here. So let's just do a quick test and see. Because I tested this earlier in the day, I guess you would say, and it made no difference. I did a strip. I did a strip with this weeder, and it didn't change anything at all. But I don't remember. I don't believe that it said weeder on there before. It just said weeds growing. So maybe after we planted now, we can actually use a weeder. And we can always roll too. And we'll do that as well. But let's just see if this makes any difference. I think it should. Weeds, weeds, weeds. And weeds are gone. Beauty. All right. Excellent day. Of course, our score is still not going to be up there, but I'll be curious to see what happens with this weed control after we get done doing the whole field. Let me lift you up, my friend. So hey, I'm going to try something. If you're still with me, this might be one of my longest episodes. If you're still with me, and I appreciate it, I'm going to try something because I'm just tweaking out some different editing options. But I'm going to go ahead and weed this field, and I'm going to throw some music on it. We'll do a little time-lapse thing. I'll see if I can get it to work with my software. I haven't done a lot of time-lapse stuff, so bear with me if it doesn't. If the episode just ends here, you know that it was a complete failure. But otherwise, you all take care of yourselves. Have a really, really good weekend. I will see you, I believe, Sunday for our traveling contractor episode that I missed Thursday. We'll be on Italia Emilia map by Edomod. Another beautiful Italian map. I'll tell you, Edomod, that dude knocks it out of the park. Otherwise, stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you take care of each other. That's super important. Trust me, life... Man, this planet would be a different world if we all paid a little bit more attention to each other and a little less on ourselves. But hey, everyone, thanks so much for watching. Love you all. Have a great weekend. I'll see you soon. Let's see if I can get this time lapse to work. All right. Bye for now.